what that is. Either way, if you were here yesterday, that's great. You know everything. We are soon gonna recap what happened, so that everyone is up to speed
and find out if it might be a 2-day war.
Yeah.
I believe in our boys.
I believe in freedom also, and communism, I guess.
Both at the same time.
I guess it depends on how long I can just tank millions of deaths while the Allies gear up their war machine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I keep saying, if this were a normal game, I'm really happy with the position of the Soviet Union. I've got, Turkey, we got the Spanish Civil War went on my side. The only problem is the Axis, the super Axis.
Yeah.
You know, there is no normal game when Daniel is involved. That just does not exist.
I was very surprised how quickly France capitulated, and then all of Italy is it's just like Africa is Italy now.
Yeah, I mean, really, two things happened. They managed to pull off a coup in France, and also went through some really early war declarations. So they've grown to enormous size by 38 now. And
not my fault.
I don't know. I still blame you.
Green blob.
Heard it here first.
EnterElysium. Brilliant idea, but not my fault.
Yeah, I mean, Daniel spent some time before, and I'm not sure you mentioned it on our previous stream today, but you're claiming adamantly that the idea to coup in France and take France over that way was EE's idea, and you had nothing to do with it.
His idea. If you drag him up, he can tell you.
So is the truth here that EnterElysium is our actual crazy person?
Yeah.
Well, I think Daniel must have planted a seed somewhere.
Well, I mean, I guess
he started a coup.
It's the rule of two.
He started a coup in France, but I said no. Let me do the coup instead, since I have more political power than you.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, just a quick question. Is rule day 2? Am I still? Can I join the fascist? Is that okay? Do you mind if I just?
No.
Well, you could join, but then you can't win, right? Because of the winning conditions.
No, he can't join. We
can join, but he can't win.
No.
I would just want to say I would make an excellent Axis puppet. I'm just saying.
just don't.
Chat wonders. We're waiting for Marbozir. He needs to fix some stuff with his setup. His should be here very shortly.
Holy shit! My chat died with Daniel did nothing wrong.
Well, it's not true.
I mean, I'm not saying they're biased, but they're fucking biased.
And if anyone knows bias, it's Anders, the most biased man in the world.
What? What are you talking about?
My Twitter polls have spoken the truth. You are clearly biased.
Zeke's drunken Twitter polls are nothing to go by.
Surely.
Upvote Kumakun.
I'm gonna add some music.
Wow, this is pretty.
Twitter polls are as binding as Twitch advice is useful.
So, probably. Somewhat.
Are you sure you don't want to take it back? All your spies from my chat will not tell you anything anymore, since you insulted them.
Oh, wow. Seems like Marbozir is here.
Yes. Is that so? Okay.
Yep, I'm coming. Sorry about that.
That's awesome. No worries at all. Shit happens. And we will be starting shortly, I do believe. And once we do, everyone will talk a little bit about yesterday, and then we'll get right to it.
Yeah,
I do believe.
We talked about before we unmuted that we're probably going to give all the players 5 to 10 minutes while paused, and we'll try and talk to them at the same time. But let everyone have a chance to set up, and then we'll unpause, and everything will be fine. You guys, everything's going to be fine.
It's gonna be lovely.
Nothing's going to happen.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. And also, since we kind of stumbled against that in the beginning, yes, Jacob is here. Since I saw people wondering if this was Jacob in the chat, he joined us today because why not? It's awesome.
Because Dan doesn't know everything.
Yeah. We will continue now with
this time. You can actually say yes or no. What will happen with the events? I've checked it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's exciting.
Or you can just go look it up.
And if the events don't work as they should,
then you can blame someone who worked on it before me.
Not me. Yeah. We can have Daniel file a Jira while we're playing.
Yeah.
and assign it to you.
Yeah, that should actually be his handicap. Just every time we find a bug, he has to report it while playing.
Oh yeah. If anyone from Daniel's Twitch chat is listening to this, you know that you can at any time tell Daniel to file a Jira on bugs he's exploiting.
Yeah.
And Dan will force him to fix them.
How do I mute one specific person in Discord?
Are you trying to mute me?
well, I can still hear him and relay it though.
I can tell the, like if you're trying to mute the streaming studio, which is one account, you'll have to right click on us and then mute us, and then you can probably do that with everyone, I think.
What? Did you say something?
Sneaky. I don't like it. Either way, it looks like everyone is in. If Marb's just ready's up, we're good to at least load in. That's very close to going.
Yeah.
And there we go.
No more in-house office speed. We will be playing with speed 2, so everyone has enough time to do everything they want.
That sounds reasonable. And also, I suppose we kick everyone out of the chat and then we bring them in.
Yeah, you guys go to your preferred channels, and then we'll do. We'll have a look, and then we'll in the first few minutes while we're paused, we'll jump around between your chats and have a quick chat with you about your feelings and the weather and how everything's Daniel's fault.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a good time.
Yes.
All right, hey guys. So I'm torn, and I'm probably gonna end up talking to the other guys about this too. But I'm torn because I have heard that that there's a weakness in EnterElysium's defense of the southern French holdings, and I'm considering invading here in Bordeaux instead of invading North Africa. Part of the reason is that these divisions are 22. They're huge, right? These divisions are massive. They're 22 combat width. What? 19.8. Right, because of the reduction. So they're small combat width. That's weird that it says 19.8 instead of 20. Wouldn't 22 round down to... No, it would down... Yeah, 19.8 strike. Anyway, they're huge, and we're going to run into supply issues if we try to come down here, because the supply is garbage down here. So I'm thinking that we actually would be very bad. It'd be very bad to try to do a naval invasion down here. At the same time, I think what we can do is... Okay, so we take this army. We try to do a naval invasion. In fact, let's set this up now. Let's grab you. Clear your order. You're going to do a battle plan from here to Bordeaux. And you are all assigned. Good. Prepare for your invasion. And then, what's this? Okay, available planes and reserves. That's fine. I know about that. So we do that. We try to beachhead. And then basically what we do is we hold this river. Just hold this as a beachhead down here. But then at the same time, what I want to do is create a motorized division that's tiny. So we could do like a duplicate. And we're going to create something that we were messing around with it with the stream last night. We're going to call this Speedy Gonzalez. And it's going to cost us some points, but we're going to get rid of some of the motorized infantry. And we got to decide, like, okay, we have 16 points, so the smallest we can make it is 3. We can make it tiny, right? And then the only support we want to give it is the recon company for movement. That costs 25. We can't afford to do that yet. Damn. Or we can make it bigger. Yeah. Okay, Speedy Gonzalez. Let's change the logo to the Sparrow. It's still so much motorized. It's 250 motorized. Do we even have motorized? We don't even produce motorized. Son of a bitch. We're gonna have some issues. Oh, we need to make motorized equipment. Oh, geez. Motorized. Top of the priority list. All the motorized. Anyway, so what we do is we try to create... I need to adjust that division before we really produce it. We need to get some motorized. We're going to just try to have really, really tiny, but very fast motorized infantry that can conquer Africa for us. You could use the horses. That's a good idea. Something worth considering. We currently have none. They just take infantry equipment, and they're pretty quick. They're a little bit quicker than regular infantry. And we do have the equipment for it. Well, how are we doing on... We have a deficit, a rather significant deficit of infantry equipment at the moment. But I've already spent my army experience, so there goes that. Speedy Gonzalez, I think we continue to use our army experience to scale this thing back down as low as 2, I think. I think 1 might just be crazy too small. But the whole idea is it's not combat. So that's my plan. My plan is to invade Italy, hold this beachhead, and then keep on ferrying over troops. Once we have the beachhead, we won't have to worry about naval invasions. We can just produce troops, send them to a port, and then have convoys bring units directly to that port. That's the goal. So to do that, I think we want to create boot camp. Why are there 2 armies in boot camp? Why are there 2 armies in boot camp? You're training. That's okay. You are not part of boot camp. You are part of... I want a waiting zone, a garrison zone. How do I tell them to, like, go to a specific province? Like, I want all... Why cannot I cannot issue commands? I can... Okay. Probably because I still had the thing selected. There we go. Go to Philadelphia. Let's move boot camp. Boot camp is now going to train over here in Washington so that it's closer to the ports of Philadelphia and New York, that whole thing. And actually, Boston is probably closer, isn't it? As far as distance. So let's have boot camp be like up here. Way the hell up there. That's where they're going to train. These guys are going to go to Boston port. Port level. Port level, port level, port level. Naval base level 0. It's in Boston. It's right there. So they go to Boston. I think use the fallback line. Okay, that's a great idea. Okay, so we want any armies here to fallback line to here. That way they will, as I assign them from boot camp, they should fall back to the port, and then we can use the port command, just move them from port to port, but we got to get this port to make that work. And that's my whole plan, basically. We've got 96 close air support, we've got 100 naval bombers, 200 tactical bombers. The convoys don't matter too much. We've got some fighters. Can I base my fighters out of his stuff? 400 out of 400. I sure can. I can put my fighters over here. Interwar fighters. They're not very good. So we'll put our fighters over there. This is a 1600 airport thing. So we want to deploy the close air support as well. All 96 of them. You cannot select this air wing before it has been deployed. Okay, cancel. Screw you, game. You can't tell me what to do. Where'd they go? Uh-oh, now they don't exist. Oh, now they don't exist. Great. Now the fighters that we're trying to deploy, I think I have to wait like a day.
That's how we do things.
Hello, USA!
Hey, how's it going, guys?
It's for us, it's quite all right. How is it going for you?
Oh, it's going well. I was trying to deploy my fighters over to Great Britain, and I was trying to adjust how high it could reinforce to, and it wouldn't let me, so I deleted them and to put them back into reserves, and now they're just gone. So that's fun.
Oh.
I'm assuming they'll come back as soon as, I think they tried to deploy, but they don't exist.
We need to wait.
It takes a little while, I think, so that you can't exploit them teleporting around instantly.
Ah, yeah, okay. So
heck, it could be a bug too. I don't know.
Hopefully they should
since
be back in a
you
few
destroy
ticks.
them over British territory. If you're unlucky, they ended up in Britain instead. I don't think so, though. I think we would have spotted that.
They would probably go back.
It sounds like a case where since the game is paused, they'll show up.
Yeah, that's my plan. So I have a game plan. I have a game plan, but I'm a little leery about talking about it because of stream sniping.
Yeah,
but,
I think you should not say anything.
No, we had to talk to Marbozir before, and we advised. Well, we want to know but the smart move is probably not to tell us.
Oh, we're actually
totally.
We're probably gonna accidentally show part of your plan while we look around at things, but
there's such a thing as decoy plans as well.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
There is such a thing as decoy plans.
I would say that's a pro tip. Put some decon plans up.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, arrows everywhere, and we don't know which is the right one.
Well, Arumba, the best of luck. Crush Daniel. We're gonna jump into Quill. See what he's up to.
Okay, sounds good.
Good luck.
All right.
I'm glad that they were here, because I just noticed that this division was exercising instead of preparing for its naval invasion. Derp-de-derp. Hey, you guys, don't stream snipe. I did just say my entire plan on stream, but I'm saying people who are stream sniping, don't do that. It's rude. Okay? It's just not very nice. Should we pull the Misk Island defense? Should we just pull everything? Because there's like Misk Island defense all over the place. We got 11 divisions. We got the Alaskan division, the Hawaiian, Guam, Palermo, Puerto Rico. They're all over the freaking place. I mean, they'll be able to hold their own pretty well. But a naval invasion, if someone actually plans a naval invasion, they'll still be able to take them. Okay, how are we doing on production? God, I need so many more factories. We have 19 military factories. But we're making more. We're making as many as we can, just non-stop. We've got I wish that it would show the total, right? It shows the number of civilian factories, right? Like I can see here, 15, 15, 15, and 6. I've got to add those up, right? In use. Construction 51. Apparently that's how you have to find it. You hover there. So 51 factories that are constructing military factories. How are we doing on our economy? We're still free trade. We have no political power. We don't want to close our economy, I think. We're on civilian economy. We want to go to war economy. So as soon as we go to war with the fascists, we're going war economy. That's what we're doing. So we need 150 political power, like, right away. We're doing US ACE projects, which is going to give us experience and add infrastructure and 3 military factories. We were doing Arsenal of Democracy, because this is going to give us another 6 military factories, but now I'm starting to think that we need to save up 150 political power. So, or we could do one of these, because this technically gives you more points than you spend. I think we do one of these, so that we have enough political power to change to war economy. War bonds, that's a good point. That's another thing we need to do. Removes Great Depression. Great Depression, Great Depression. Great Depression sucks! Yes. Yes, that's what we gotta do next. Now, I know from talking with Marbozir, that well, we can also see that there are faction members justifying war goals. The UK is justifying a war goal against him. If he declares the war, then we have joined the Allies, so we will join the war. And then once we're at war, we can do war bonds. But I definitely need to get off of civilian economy. I need to get up conscription. I need to get rid of the Great Depression. Wartime industry. Probably useless. Add 10 rubber production to Kentucky. That seems kind of weird. Manifest Destiny. Office of Strategic Services, decryption research time, encryption research time, decryption plus 20%. And first Special Service Force, Army experience and 1 research bonus for something. Or we could head down towards this thing. I think what we do is it's war bonds, and then it's directly into trying to get the... I mean, we already have 5 research slots. I think we're doing okay on research slots. War bonds, into getting rid of the civilian economy to war economy. And then beyond that, I'm not really sure. And then we just crank out as much crap as we can, mostly infantry. Our infantry units, these divisions, they cost mostly infantry equipment, a little bit of artillery, and a little bit of support equipment. I've had a hard time. I've always had a hard time balancing production, but it's interesting. Like, I'll do my best. We've got spare support equipment, so that's nice.
Hello, can I butt in?
Yes, hey, how's it going, Quill?
Hey, it's all right. I would feel a lot better if the good guys were actually spending all their time in a Discord channel, just like the bad guys are.
Yeah, well, why isn't Marbozir in here with us?
I don't know. Let's go bug him. Let's go hop into the UK channel.
Okay. Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
What are you doing?
So, well, I need to work on my land army. I need to get rid of that stupid 25% manpower penalty that I didn't know about because I didn't play as the UK before.
Okay.
Having said that, I can get us into a war so that we can change the war economy.
Yes, that's what I need. That's one of the very first. There's two things I'm going to do.
I can do that by inviting Romania to our faction, and then we can join that war, and then we can change the war economy.
Okay,
but I can also guarantee the independence of Greece
because Romania is at war with Hungary.
I don't actually have the political power to change the war economy right now.
Okay, well, I do. I got over 300.
Can you give me some?
I don't think that works, no.
Damn it! Okay, well, I think getting involved with Romania would be fine. He's only fighting Hungary, so yeah, do that. I have changed my plans. I'm no longer invading, and hopefully the stream snipers will keep this between us. Here's my plan. Okay, in the bottom right-hand corner, you can actually click a button that says Show Battle Plans for Allied Countries. You can see, if you click that,
yeah, I see.
I'm going to do a naval invasion of Bordeaux, and then I'm going to establish a border along that river, and that's going to become my Normandy. All of my troops that I'm going to be training are going to be training and then heading. I've got a fallback line set up in Boston, which is a port. Once I have a beachhead in my effective Normandy, then I can freely transport troops directly into Bordeaux. So I'm going to just make many military factories. Tons and tons. And then flood the gates with infantry in southern France. That's my plan. And my goal is to push to the Maginot Line and just basically turn into France and hold France. Meanwhile,
my goal is to prevent paratrooper cheese.
Yeah, okay. I know
you can do is that you can land paratroopers around your city and circle whatever is inside that city and take it almost instantly.
Oh, well, that sucks.
But I mean, if you have troops in cities, first of all, supplies do flow out of cities, so your troops in an actual city should not start starving, which is good. And cities have really good defensive bonus. So as long as you've got some troops in your cities, and particularly in London, you'll be okay. And it's not going to take that many troops because meanwhile, unless they grab a bunch of ports, they're going to be starving out. And luckily, the default garrison order prioritizes occupying ports and cities. So you can garrison there, and anywhere that the Germans would be able to get supplies from, they should get choked out.
Yeah. What really messed me up in this game is the UK starts with the end all wars modifier, which is minus 25% recruitable population factor. That completely killed my manpower, and I had no idea you have to remove that through the focus tree.
Oh, poor you. I have the Great Depression, recruitable population factor minus 50%.
The thing is, unlike EU4, it's not like you need to get rid of the modifier early so you build up a manpower pool. The second you change your recruitment laws, your manpower will just all of a sudden become like millions. It'll be fine because just instantaneously you start recruiting those people.
Oh yeah, for sure. It just means I can't train new divisions right now.
Well, I have plenty of manpower. What I don't have is any equipment whatsoever. So if you guys can lend lease me some infantry equipment or whatever, even out-of-date stuff, that would be pretty awesome.
Yet. I need it yet, but the war machine, like it's kind of funny actually. My I literally just researched in my focus tree. It's called the Giant Wakes, which is funny. Right. And it does stuff. It got rid of something, gave me political powers, and it got rid of good stuff. Good stuff happens.
Yeah. Okay, I could send you some equipment, but I can't actually do it when you're not at war, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, no lend-lease at peace. Okay,
Yeah,
that's fair then.
Seriously?
So, I mean...
I got
it's a little surprising,
17,000 surplus infantry equipment, but it's outdated infantry equipment. Still better than none.
Outdated how? Like, are you guys already building?
I mean, it's not like infantry equipment 2 or whatever.
Yeah, the ones you start with is called basic equipment. And then
it's January of 38. How in the hell would anyone have weapons 2?
With research bonuses, easily.
Okay, because
With a 50% research bonus, you can get that pretty quickly.
No, I'm using weapons 1. I don't have weapons 2. I don't even have infantry equipment
you'd
1.
Be paying a big ahead of time penalty.
I predict Germany has weapons 2 easily.
Okay. All right. Well, I think our plan may work. The only other aspect of my plan, after I beachhead in Bordeaux, I'm going to beachhead down in Casablanca with motorized infantry divisions. They're a specialized division that I've called Speedy Gonzales, and they're just they're itty bitty. It's itty bitty motorized infantry with a recon company, and so they should be able to move at like 13-14 kph, and they're just gonna flood Africa. They're just gonna go super fast, just try to cover all of Africa. They're not for combat. They're just for territorial disputes. They're gonna run. They can't be caught, and that's the plan. So
I'll do what I can to help, but defense is my priority since their objective is to take London.
Well, because I can see right now that Italy has troops on your United Kingdom border in Africa, on the east near what would that be, Ethiopia and all that.
I don't think I'll be able to defend that very well.
No, but keep Cairo and the Suez. That one's really important.
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything on the rest of Italy, and he just got it. So that's the whole goal, is to take it as quickly as we can. You also have 2 divisions down
North
there.
Italy has oil as well.
No.
Or North Africa, I mean. North Africa has oil.
All right, okay, I'm in a good spot, so you guys are ready?
We should probably start.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pop back over to my chat, but don't hesitate to come and talk to the Northern Bear here.
Okay, I'm going to stay with Marbozir, if you don't mind, just because he and I are in the Allies together, so...
Yeah, sure.
Makes sense.
Do you mind? Okay.
No, I don't mind.
Okay, cool. Oh god, I'm so glad that bastard's gone. Stupid communist.
The one thing that really caught me off guard is like how quickly this game escalated.
Well,
it's only January 1938, and war tension is at 100%.
Okay, I am going to. I can't do this invasion unless. Let's see. Offense. It takes time to prepare, and I can't hover over this thing to see how long until they're ready. But I think you joined that Romanian war.
Yep.
I wish I could do. I do. I wish I could go to war economy like with you. I'm still on civilian economy. I've got a huge penalty to civilian and military factory construction speed.
There we go. I'm at war, and apparently I'm lagging behind.
Can you call me in?
Yes.
I see no reason to not be in the war with you.
I mean, that was kind of the whole point, to get us both to war.
Yeah. The problem is that I generate 0 political power right now. The Great Depression cost me 1, and if I do any projects, right, any national focuses, that costs 1, so I generate 0. I just generate nothing.
Hi, you probably also want to guarantee Greece, just because that way Greece can't just instantly capitulate in the peace deal and they just like claim it all. It'll still be occupied territory that'll have
good
partisans.
Idea.
Okay, so according to Twitch chat, we have prepared 1 day out of 70 needed. It's going to take me 70 days to prepare for this Bordeaux invasion.
Yeah, naval invasions take a while to prepare. It's unfortunate.
Earhart wants to enlist. Hell yeah. I'll take Earhart. I have a flying ace. Also, I'm deploying fighters to your West Midlands. 384.
Man, it's going to take me a while to get rid of this manpower penalty. Okay, so I've deployed 96
close air support. Holy crap. Like I said, I don't have... God, my country is so weak at the start.
I do have quite a lot of air. I hope I have more than Germany, but they obviously have a lot more industrial power than us right now.
Well, right now, okay, are you aware that if you right-click on a country, there's two tabs. There's diplomacy and details. You can see rough estimates. So, like, we can see that they've got somewhere... I'd say Germany's got like 100 military factories right now.
Yeah, something like that, which is more than twice my number.
You have 40, I have 20, so we're having some issues there. The USSR has about 45-ish. Okay, you just called in the rest of the allies?
The game is lagging a lot for me.
Well, maybe you should stop doing that. All right, Amelia Earhart, 10% air attack. She can fly. What can she fly? She can be assigned to fighters and interceptors. Awesome. She's going to be flying my 400. Somehow she's going to fly 400 airplanes. Is what she's going to do. Bulgaria joined the Axis. What the hell?
What?
Why would Bulgaria join the Axis? Marbs, why are you lagging?
I have no idea. I'm not doing anything in the background. I don't know what's going on.
It's probably because you're in Europe. You're in England, and it's your Polish internet in England.
But we had no connection problems yesterday.
True. Right.
I have no clue. I'm looking at my network monitor right now. There's nothing in the background. So I have no idea.
Playing on speed 1 is, it's rather slow. Okay, I can make better airplanes now. I can make airplanes now. Let's put it that way.
Well, that's always good.
I mean, they're not great, but they are the P4 Warhawks, P40 Warhawks. God, this country, like, yeah, I would submit that the United States needs to be buffed because they are like they need to have more defense against
possibly
against being converted from democracy. But they also need to be stronger at the start because, like, they're so neutered. All right, I have 400 fighters that are on air superiority daytime operation in where? Where should I put them? Southern England? Like, you're concerned about paratroopers, right?
Yeah, I am.
Which cities?
I see you can get rid of the Great Depression, but you have to be at war.
I have to be at war with the Axis.
Yeah, I see that now.
I have to issue war bonds. I have to be at war with Germany, Japan, Italy, Soviet Union, France, or the UK. Which I'd rather not go to war with you, but I will if I have to, damn it.
Well, we'll be at war with Germany soon enough. If we don't declare war on them, they will declare war on us.
Yeah, well, you know that you're fabricating on them right now, right? And if you don't...
Yeah, I'm fabricating. I will finish in April, and I think they are fabricating on me.
If you don't declare within, like, 2 months, then you get some serious penalties for not having done it. So...
Oh, yeah, but I will probably declare as soon as it's done.
Okay.
I have no idea why I'm lagging behind.
Missing equipment production, close air support. I don't think that I want to make any of that close air support. Close air support. Close air support. The A-17s.
I'm mostly worried that my divisions are just too weak. I've not had time to build artillery, and my soft attack is just really low.
Well, the one thing I'm confident about is that my divisions are very strong. They have the divisions. You see them in southern Britain?
Yeah, I do.
They are 22 stacks, which they're 22 combat width, but I've got a general who reduces their combat width by 10%. So I can fit 4 of these things in a regular 80 combat width engagement, and they're pretty buff. The template, they've got support artillery, engineering company, recon company, like they've got mountaineers, they've got marines, like they're a good composition of. They're good infantry. They're good.
Yeah, I can see. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm building lots of, and I'm going to be sending over lots. I'm sending over 3 more right now. I wish I could issue like an auto command. I wonder if there's a way. Actually, maybe there is. Maybe I can just say, like... Yeah, people in Twitch chat are asking right now if they think it's worth converting factories, and I don't think that it is. I don't think that it ever is. I need more army experience. I need to finish this US ACE projects mission. That'll give me 3 more military factories. And 10 army experience, which I can use to make Speedy Gonzales. Oh, you're gonna love Speedy Gonzales. He's good. The problem is I have like no motorized. Like I have none. I have 7. I have 7 trucks.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of motorized either.
And
don't feel bad.
Germany starts off with panzers and like motorized infantry. I have 8.
Yeah.
I have 8 trucks. We built 8 jeeps.
The glorious American army, 8 jeeps.
Yes, it's great. It's great. It's good stuff. All right, we got Signal Company. Signal Company is good. Hungary has joined the Axis. That's bad. Oh, we're at war with the German Reich now.
Well, now I can switch to war economy, because I couldn't previously.
You couldn't, even though you were at war with Romania? What happened?
They didn't have enough factories. Any enemy country needs to have more than 40% United Kingdom's total number of factories. Otherwise, I can't switch to war economy. They didn't have that, so I couldn't switch.
Ah. Okay, so the war is on.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to split my air fleet. Select all. Grab you.
My game is lagging so badly right now.
I'm trying to do air superiority for you in northern and southern England. They're on daytime interception only, just for air superiority. I don't know if that's going to help. I don't know. Air superiority, engage enemy fighters and secondarily enemy bombers and other planes. So I'm trying to protect you from paratroopers. I don't know if it's going to help. Expeditionary Force request from Canada. Sure. Apparently Canada wants to help out in the war. Boot camp. I need another 40 days to prepare this invasion of this thing, and playing on speed 1 and 2 is certainly taking a long time.
Yeah, we might have to rehost. I just said in chat.
Are you uploading to YouTube?
No.
It's a common mistake.
Of course not.
It's been known to happen.
Nah, I uploaded everything a few hours ago.
I want to add the Signal Company to all of my divisions now. Signal Company helps out with reinforcement for anyone who's unaware. It makes it so that your units are far more capable of reinforcing into combat quicker, which is really good. It lowers their organization a little bit, but it's totally worth it while. I think, at least, in my experience so far. The air map mode can lag people out of MP. Apparently, maybe it's the air map mode.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm using air map mode right now because, you know, I have to deploy all my fighters, bombers, and things like that.
Have you considered not doing that?
Well, yeah, but paratroopers. Also, I have some strategic bombers that I would like to use, if possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is important to be able to use what you can. I'm very strongly considering just pulling everything off of the islands. If I just took all of the island missile defense and told them to go to a port, I wonder what would happen. It works! Wow, okay, so they're all just leaving, and they're all gonna come home. So none of my islands are defended. Whatever, I don't care. I mean, because what's going to happen? It's 20 regiments, right? If someone actually takes the time if they want to take the time to do a naval invasion, they're going to win because they're going to deploy at least 4 regiments, which is going to take over. So why even put?
Oh yeah, I agree.
So that's like 11 more. That's 11 more full 20 stack regiments that I can throw at Bordeaux. I don't know your justification of, I think you might want to cancel your justification, because I don't know what it does. I don't know.
It doesn't look like I can.
You can cancel justifications.
I have no option to cancel it.
I've done it before. When you right-click on Germany, there should be an option to, right where it says...
It's all grayed out except the boost party popularity and stage echo.
Oh, okay. Very interesting. So we're currently at war with Hungary, German Reich, Bulgaria, and Italy. And that's a lot. Yep, that's World War II.
It is.
That would be some German flotillas. Yep, okay, that's bad. Naval. I need to grab you. I need to protect my route.
Even my interface is lagging now. It takes me like 2 seconds to get tooltips. That's kind of bad. It does seem to be mostly the air map mode, but you know, I kind of need my air. I have hundreds of fighters and bombers.
Search and destroy, P. You ever notice how annoying it is that you can appoint a leader from anywhere in the world, but you have to have your navy in a port in order to assign a commander?
Yeah, it's really annoying.
It makes no sense at all.
The one thing I don't like is when you start an air mission, the default is no retreat.
Yeah, I agree.
I really don't like that. You have to remember to change that every single time.
It doesn't make sense. It should, yeah, I agree with you completely. The default should be, I think, the 25 or the 50%.
Yeah.
So I'm splitting up my navy by quite a bit because I'm concerned that I don't want him to intercept my fleets as I try to reinforce. German Reich has declared war on the Netherlands. Okay, so he's trying to take over that whole thing. I am 52 days into my plan to invade Bordeaux. He's also now declared war on Denmark. He's crazy. This man is crazy.
Yeah, according to my intel, they have 100 to 232 divisions. Don't know just how accurate that is. But that's a lot.
Okay, let's adjust the template again. Speedy Gonzalez is now only 100 motorized. I can actually maybe make a Speedy. I can almost make one Speedy Gonzalez. The motorized terrorists. It's probably the wrong terminology to use, isn't it? You should head over. Go join him. Okay, and the naval invasion is 58 days. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna try this beachhead. I don't know what's gonna happen. And then I need to.
I'm about as ready as I can be.
And then I'm going to immediately need to. Okay, so aircraft, fighters, variants. We need more reliability, range. Can't do all that. What's their support? Good news is that I've got lots of factories coming online. Like, I'm starting to make motorized. I'm making four Jeep per day. 4 Jeeps. That might be too many Jeeps. My production surplus of Jeep is... no, we're gonna need... I don't actually need that many, actually. I'm gonna cut the production there. think 5 is going to be...
Well, that was quick.
Well, yeah. Not really that surprising, honestly. Support equipment we need. Towed artillery. We need fighters. They get the next new factories. And then beyond that, the towed artillery. Good news is that I'm getting factories. I've got 26 now. Like, they're coming in quick. All right, my preparation's at 66 days. I'm gonna do this. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to hold that river. I've got Marines. We've got good dig in. I've got. The
problem is that Quill is not at war.
Well, he can join, can't he? What's my...
I'm not sure if he can. I mean, he's not in our faction, so...
I don't
think he can join.
I have the superior firepower doctrine, which gives me pretty good defense for infantry. Like, my infantry is my fighting style. So, I'm playing into my style, I think, pretty well. Add another province to the invasion. Why would we do this? We're gonna tell this guy to execute. He's going as soon as he can. 3 days. You ready for this, Marbozir?
Yep.
I'm still 80 days short on infantry equipment. Like, ugh. I need more production. It's almost all infantry equipment that I need. Now Greece has capitulated? Jesus, man, calm down! Stupid.
Yeah, it's
Hitler.
bad.
Crazy ass Hitler. It's going nuts. Alright. And there goes Cairo. Okay, cool. So Africa's lost, it looks like. Okay, but my naval invasion has begun.
Do you need any infantry equipment, or do you have enough?
I have a shortage of 10,000 infantry equipment.
Okay, I can send you some if
you
want.
Yeah, if you're not using them, I can fight with infantry. Infantry's that's what I'm good with. So, by all means, please do. And the best part is that Dwight Eisenhower is a field marshal, so he can command as many troops as he wants. So, I could have like 400 infantry divisions, all with 22 combat. 22.
Apparently, you can only increase by 50 at a time.
Hey guys, I'm getting a lot of requests to be sitting in the ally chat because I think they want to hear what's going on with your invasions and whatnot.
Okay, the invasion of Bordeaux is happening right now. The 10 deploy. They will arrive in 3 days, 10 hours.
Right, I'm sending you 4,500 infantry equipment.
Okay, thank you. That will help out tremendously with getting some more guys to the front line.
Quill, do you have a way to join the war? Because I can't even start land lease if you're not at war.
You got at this point. It's important for me to be in a defensive war.
You need to get into this war.
Well, I can't. I would get destroyed on the German front. They have 1 million units there. I would get absolutely destroyed. Moscow would fall within.
Killing me.
They have 1 million units everywhere, Quill. That's the whole point.
Pretty much.
If only they hadn't been able to take all of France and use all those factories.
Here's the thing. The only way we win this war is if we kill their manpower. That is how Germany, I believe, and I guess I could be completely wrong here. Germany ran out of manpower. Right? That was problem.
Definitely a thing, yes.
So we all have to, we just have to fight them. Because if we don't, then they're going to take advantage of all these factories. Like, yeah, I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at, you know, it looks like he's got 106 to 140 military factories. Holy crap.
Has anyone in your chats warned you about the fact that they're trying to flip Iran or Finland or all these places to fascist?
No, I don't really care about that either, honestly.
Well, yeah, well, if they take Iran and Iraq, then they get all the oil in the game, basically. Well, other than the ones in the USA.
Is that important?
Well, then they can produce more tanks and more planes.
They can't if we conquer all their lands.
They could declare in Iran, and apparently the Iranians will not join the Axis if they're currently sitting at non-aligned. They would try to join the Allies. So potentially I could take Iran and deny that, but I'm not sure.
Oh, Marbozir, you're lagging so bad. It's so slow.
Yeah, I know. It's really frustrating because it wasn't happening yesterday. I have no clue what's going on.
Yesterday, I think we played at speed 3.
I have 2 network monitors running in the background now. There is nothing. This game takes 80% of my bandwidth right now. That's being used, that is. Like, I have no clue what's going on. I had none of these problems yesterday. And I played multiplayer co-op. I never had these problems in multiplayer co-op either.
Quill, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it to Marbozir, but I did decide to pull all of my divisions from the islands. I feel like there's no point in keeping them on the islands, so...
Okay. I mean, Germany is befriending Japan right now.
Okay.
I don't know what that's going to mean in the end, but it is.
Here's the way I figure is these garrison divisions on the islands, they're not going to be able to do anything. Like if they stage a naval invasion, they're going to take the island, and so whatever. I'm just not going to deal with it.
True. I mean, it means they're not going to be able to invade with just 1 or 2 divisions of Marines, because naval invasions are pretty tough. They'd have to send a little bit more than that, but I mean, you're probably right. But one of the things is the US, you do have like the really crummy garrison divisions of like
no,
2 battalions.
I changed them all. They're all 22 combat with a general that shrinks them, but still, I feel like I need them on the front line. Which, you know, sometime in the next hour, when my naval invasion actually lands.
Yeah, but the problem is this, like right now...
never mind. It's happening right now. If you look in Bordeaux...
I have half my divisions on the front with Germany, and I still have, like, less than half of the amount of stuff they have. And that doesn't include any Italian troops. Because Germany's got a little over 100 divisions on the Russian front, and I have about just a little over 50. And that's like... that is half my army, if not more. And apparently, though, if I do send you at least 1 volunteer, then I can see your stuff. So I'm going to see if I can do that.
Naval penalty, train penalty. I don't even think I'm going to win this naval invasion. Now there's 4 reserve infantry reinforcing. No, I can't even land here.
But that's bad.
Air support. Can't reach.
I'm offering to send you volunteers. I think you have to say yes.
Can't reach. 1 whole division. Well, thank you, Quill. Nope. I can't beachhead in Bordeaux. Can I cancel this command?
If your army gets defeated there, they mostly will retreat back home. The army will be disbanded, but you will get most, if not all, your divisions, assuming you still have naval superiority.
No, they saw it coming. There's like 20 some divisions in Bordeaux.
Well,
so
you do get a pop-up. If there's a naval invasion coming, you get some warning. I think it's based on the encryption versus decryption stuff, but people will know that there's an invasion coming in a certain region. Smaller invasions in many places might end up being better.
Yeah.
Including landing like next to a port, and then you can set the naval invasion command, and then queue up an offensive front, and you can have them like land next to a port, and then immediately move to conquer the port province without having to manually tell them between.
So it takes around 3 seconds for my interface to even acknowledge what I'm doing. It's really frustrating.
Yeah, actually, a lot of clicks on my side are also kind of slow, and I'm wondering if it's actually at their end rather than you. Okay, I do have a secret plan for a way to stop the Axis from winning.
Oh, right. What's that? Let's hear it.
All right, you guys have military access in my territory, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we should.
So you guys go, move in an army, sit on every single one of my victory points, and then we get in a war together, and I pull back all my garrison, so the cities are empty. I pull back all my garrisons, you just instantly occupy everything, and my country instantly capitulates.
Can you repeat that?
And how does
you
that...
move troops into my... There's no black flag in this game, which is actually awful and is a horrible mistake. But you can move all your troops onto all my victory points. We declare war, and you just instantly claim all my cities, because I'll leave them empty. And then you win!
How does that make us win? I don't understand.
Oh, because if you control Moscow, you win the game. Or Berlin, one or the other.
Wasn't it Moscow and Berlin?
No, I'd have to double check, but I don't think so.
Why is the game paused?
Lag, I guess?
Probably lag. Okay, I just said in chat that it might be best to do a rehost because it's almost unplayable for me.
Stop! No, I have completely disorganized troops that are trying to invade. Stop it! You freaking morons!
My chat is spamming me that an invasion is coming. Apparently, there's some Axis spies, but I don't see how they could actually declare war right now. I don't think they have a CB. But I think they're prepping for it.
People are asking in Twitch chat why I'm not using Marines. I am using Marines. The template has 3 Marines in it. It's not pure Marines, but it's...
Okay, there they go. Now they're justifying their war against me. It's coming. It's 1938. They're going to invade. Daniel said no, it's going to be at least a year before that's even a possibility. I knew he was lying from the start.
Well, because if he's at war, they can justify claims in like 45 days. Or not even. It's like five political power instant justification.
Well, this is going to be it, boys.
Well, hey, if good news is that if you get annihilated, then at least the Western Front will be a little bit less occupied. Right? That's good news, supposedly. You've sent them to Puerto Rico. What?
I didn't get to choose.
Puerto Rico's like the worst place you could put them.
We'll restart then.
Hello! We're gonna rehost.
Oh, before Daniel declares war on me?
Yes.
Right now.
I think you guys need.
You got another 20 days until I can declare war on you.
So we're gonna get Daniel to rehost it, just so you guys know.
Indeed.
And then we're gonna let you keep plotting and get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I will, quit the game, rejoin. I gotta hide some of the server details. Don't worry, guys, we're still here. Marbozir's just causing some problems, you know, like he does.
Can't trust that guy.
Yep.
Sorry, man. Okay, so here's plan B. Naval invasion, too obvious, too easy to rebel, to stop against. So next plan, I'm going to deploy Speedy Gonzalez's to your ports in Africa. That's not a naval invasion, so they won't see them coming.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the UK had tons of ports there. You could have definitely, load that up and then just take all of
that
Africa back.
That would have been a much better plan, I think. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. Because there's ports all over the place near France. Well, what used to be France, but it's now Italy. There's low supply. I don't think there's a lot of resources in Africa, but just we can't let him have such a large font.
Yeah.
That's more important than anything. There's a big, huge Italy in France, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Okay, something is really wrong.
Can't you walk from Gibraltar?
I can't even connect to the game now. What? Connection timed out.
That's because that's the wrong one, Marbozir. Read chat.
Oh yeah, there's a new code and stuff, right?
There's no new one. Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, you've got Gibraltar as well. There could be things going on in there.
Well,
once we're at war, once we're all at war against Germany and Italy, then you'll be able to go through Republic in Spain.
Okay, are you? You're being declared upon soon, right? And
yeah.
Republic in Spain is communist. Did they join your faction?
They haven't yet, but Italy is fabricating against them, and as soon as they're in a war, they will be open to an invitation.
Okay.
So Arumba
is their own country. You picked UK, not US.
Oh,
Arumba.
I didn't mean to pick anybody. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Let's go Polish internet.
I still think it's a little laggy on my side. It would not surprise me if it was actually the Swedish internet going on. Which is weird, because normally Sweden's got really
Doesn't
good
Sweden
internet,
have like super powered internet literally everywhere?
They do.
I mean, mine is not exactly bad either. I have it 250 down, 20 up.
So yeah, I think, if I understand everything correctly, as soon as they declare war on Republic in Spain, I'll be able to invite them to the common term and then join their war. So I shouldn't need to spend 25 power guaranteeing them.
Okay. Right,
That's the hope, anyway.
Better so far.
I still think Moscow is going to fall within a month. This is so early. There's no industry in place.
I need so much more production.
Yeah, I know. Like, I got nothing. I still, my basic troops don't have their guns yet.
Well, I could send you some guns if I could. I think I still have a few thousand surplus. Yeah, I have 17,000 surplus infantry equipment.
Okay, yeah, when the war starts, that'll be good. On the bright side, I'm at least almost done my current support equipment, although I will want to add more support companies to my troops if I can once this starts, so I still have to be building them.
Okay, I think whoever said is the air map that lags the game out in multiplayer was 100% correct.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Because that's when I get the most lag, when I switch to air map. But I kind of have to use that. I got hundreds of fighters and bombers still.
Yeah, well, there's too many. They try to do too much animation, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder if there's a game option to turn off the airs.
No
I don't
idea.
see any, but that's like, yeah, just air animations, just turning them off. Nice. There's nothing I can see in the options here, but maybe in the file. So you can turn off 3D units or 3D buildings, but just turning off 3D planes would be useful because they don't actually give you any information.
Oh god, yeah. I'm so excited. I am 4 days away from the Great Depression being over. Yay!
Grass.
Nice.
That is going to reduce... I'm going to get rid of... God. I gain this National Spirit War Bonds, Consumer Goods Factories, minus 5%. I lose the Great Depression. Great Depression causes Consumer Goods Factories 30%. Like, holy crap. I gain 35% more of my civilian factories. Which 35% of 162 is a lot. It's a lot of factories.
Yeah. What really messed me up is that there was basically a 50% difference between my factory build speed and the German factory build speed. Because I was at minus 30% for a long time. And they were at plus 20.
I've got like so many more numbers here. God, it's sick.
What if I just deployed... No, I can't get military access through here. I hate how it's so difficult to get military access. Like, just give me military access through Republican Spain. Come on, game. War bonds! Yay! Now I'm going to save up for war economy. That's what we need to do. Now I'm generating 2 whole PowerPoints per day. Holy shit. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy.
Yep, crazy.
I have 162... No, that's not right. Consumer goods. I have 113 civilian factories now in constructing military factories.
Not bad.
We will blot out the sky with military factories. The United States is alive. And if I can get this next thing, that'll be glorious.
2 days away from the German Reich completing their justification against me. I'll be attacking right in the middle of summer. And Italy has their war goals against Republican Spain. So they're probably just going to fight at the same time.
Okay, I have deployed him. I've deployed the first Speedy Gonzalez.
Nice.
Oh,
war is about to start.
He's special. I need something that gives movement speed, if I can. Armor. Is it considered armor? Out of supply.
Is what? No. The mechanized infantry?
No, just what are they called? Motorized infantry. It's not considered infantry.
No,
I know
they're
that.
Infantry.
But they are. But they aren't. You're at war?
Yep.
Okay, how much infantry equipment do you need?
Like 28,000.
Okay. I'll send you as much as I can.
Japan, yeah, I was afraid of the other front, but I'm mostly gonna have to...
I'll send you as much as I can. I'm still lagging behind. Well, I have no idea why.
Every single battle on my front except 2 is red, because it's just like overwhelming on the other side.
I ran a quick speed test between the game rehosts. It was fine.
Oh, Italy just declared war on the Republic in Spain, which brought them in.
Yeah,
Does that mean I have access through them now? They've joined the Comintern.
There's no way to increase.
You should be able to walk through there, because we have a mutual enemy. Great Patriotic War, hooray!
Defensive war?
Yeah. So it gives me... Instead of having my old, like, minus 50% infantry organization or division organization, now I have plus 35%.
Hold on.
And we're paused again.
I like how my troops in Japan have no one there against them, and they're still not moving, even though I've activated their war. Like, their mission.
Apparently, I can only send 3 convoys to you, even though I have 600. I'm not sure why.
Alright, I'm coming in through Spain.
Oh, how many convoys do you have, Quill?
Oh shit, I have like none left.
Yeah, I can send you some. Like 100. Because I can't send you land lease. I can't do anything when you don't have convoys.
Okay, I didn't realize it would use mine.
I just have to... now I'm concerned about supply.
Okay. No, I can do it.
Oh no, there's plenty of supply down here. I'm coming in. I'm gonna come in through Spain. Where's Speedy Gonzalez? There he is. He's ready. He's ready. I'm deploying 4 of them. They're gonna take over Italy for us. It's totally gonna work.
Yeah.
So, you guys remember I only had like 10 military factories. Now I have 31. And I'm producing quite a few per day. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 military factories with 15 at a time. If I can just get civilian economy, then I can get the construction speed up. I need political power for that. It's coming. Goddamn civilian economy. Stupid civilians. Looks like Italy's trying to attack Spain pretty hard.
Okay, I'm really confused by this. I'm trying to send you infantry equipment, Quill, and I still can't, even though I sent you convoys.
I don't think they've arrived yet, because you sent it to me per month or whatever.
Oh, did I? What?
You can always change it, but they haven't arrived yet. I'm still sending it 0.
No, it says once.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Oh, maybe, yeah. I'm thinking of when you go percentage mode or whatever. That's different.
Okay, I'll just try to send you a few thousand guns and see if it works. Because it still says it will use 0 convoys, so I don't know.
None of my armies are freaking moving. God damn it. Or I guess maybe it's just the game speed is so slow. It looks like they're not moving.
Yeah, we're playing on speed 1 right now, so it's that.
I swear, like 5 minutes ago, I dispatched my first Speedy Gonzales. He's two sea tiles away from New York. Also known as he's gonna take a while. Make sure you're
maybe
using.
I forgot to last time. I don't know.
Make sure that you use the rebase mode so that they move faster. That is a lot of U-boats. They have a lot of subs.
They don't seem to have a presence in the Baltic. Or, oh, you guys are fighting over there. I see.
Yeah. Fortunately, I'm intercepting a lot of navies in the Atlantic Ocean.
Right, so they have somewhere maybe around 1,500-ish planes, which is not very many, because I guess it's so early on. Oh, do you have strategic bombers? Are you strategically bombing the hell out of northern France?
Yeah, I've been bombing them a bit, but I think they shot them down mostly.
Oh. If you're doing strategic bombardment, make sure you fly at night, probably.
Mm-hmm,
and
okay.
make sure they also they repair, because the default roll for planes is like full suicide.
It's pretty annoying. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I lost all my bombers, unfortunately.
Remind me again, what does the logistics company do? Supply usage goes down, so you can have more weight on an area with lower supplies. That's all that it really does?
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Especially depending on where you're fighting. It's very important.
True, but would you have that or signal company?
It might depend partially on your types of troops. Signal company means you can get reinforcements in battles a little faster.
It's mostly infantry.
There's also field hospital, which is pretty good if you need manpower.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm doing good on manpower. I got 2.5 million. And I think I did research the field hospital. I just don't think that I... Oh, no, I'm working on it now. It's 67% finished. I might add that. Because I think manpower ends up being an issue for everyone eventually.
Yeah.
That's 23. It does some really weird stuff if you cancel a ship that was being deployed to a port and try to redirect it to another port. It like gets all wonky, and then it's like, well, I guess I'm basically exiled. I'm gonna go to the nearest province that I can find. How about instead you just go to the damn port that I told you to go to?
Yeah.
Just a crazy idea, I know. Come on now, you're in a port. Or is that not the port? That is the port. Why are you not able to move? What is going on? I'm confused. Oh my god, I might actually get to participate in combat. Non-aggression pact with China? Sure, I have no issue with China. I might actually get to participate in combat today. Can you believe it?
I'm very excited to hear that.
I think Quill will get to do that as well.
You think so?
Just a little bit.
Oh god, I can't paint a front line. I can create a fallback line. Fallback lines.
Yeah, well, front lines always have to be on the border of an offensive nation, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to create a fallback line behind this river. Try to hold back what's going on here. And redeploy, man. Get up there. Get your organization up. You're so slow. Trying to hold this river for now. I can see the engagements. I have no air support in Spain, and Spain is like not willing to let me use their air bases. So I have no way of supporting my troops with close air support. Can you get your ships or your airplanes down to the Iberian region from the English Channel? From like Cornwall, maybe?
I can get them to Gibraltar.
Gibraltar? Oh yeah, rebase to... Oh shit, you have Gibraltar. I forgot all about Gibraltar.
Someone will be shot for this. The fall of Kiev.
I'm gonna put 400 fighters down there in Gibraltar.
Yeah, my interface is lagging way behind. I think there's just too much going on in this game. That's where the lag is coming from. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I think it's just that we're all playing from across multiple locations in the world. Because like we played a much larger multiplayer game last year.
But
in June.
Paradox is hosting this game, and I'm in Europe. I should be lagging the least.
True, I guess. Okay. Okay, so we're getting some organization. Six to 8 infantry. I need some preparation bonus, damn it. I hate attacking without a preparation bonus.
Marb, what's the north coast of France looking like? Is there any way for you to do a naval invasion there?
Probably not. I mean, I could try to do a naval invasion, but my land army is kind of crap. My divisions are too weak. I would probably get wrecked by Germany instantly. I can try, but it probably won't go very well. My divisions have less than 100 soft attack right now. But I can try to harass them. Just need to leave enough divisions back home to not get para dropped. That's what I'm worried about. That I'll get paratroopers and lose London.
My first Speedy Gonzales will arrive in its destination in 6 days, 21 hours. And we'll start trying to take back Africa. We'll see how well they work.
I'll try to harass them a bit in northern France. That's the least I can do, at least.
The British are coming! The British are coming! Come. No, no, it's not. It's the Americans! The Americans have arrived! Or they're trying to, at least. We don't feel very confident about our plans, so we're not going to act on it at all, but... Wow, 550 defense. Holy crap. We're entrenched, terrain, commander. These, okay. All I can say is, and I hope that he doesn't hear me, is that, thank God I'm fighting against EnterElysium, because I don't think he knows how to play this game.
My naval invasion will be ready in a month.
He's attacking me.
At this speed, that will take a while.
He's attacking me, and he's got such severe penalties because he's got no air superiority. He's attacking with too many troops, so he's getting penalties. I don't think he understands combat width. So thank goodness for that. My organization is low. I have no preparation bonus, but soon, maybe, I'll be able to do something. When is Speedy Gonzales going to arrive? Oh, the first one's arrived. He's here. He's here now. Yes. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's so fast. Well, it takes him 20 hours to move one province. Is that fast?
That seems kind of slow. I don't know.
Max speed 2.6 kph. Low organization, forest, infrastructure. Okay, so we have some issues. The forest. Okay, here's some plains. That's good. Plains are good. Max speed, still 4 kph. Low organization. Okay, that's a big penalty. River, infrastructure. It's okay. I'm going to take over Italy before he even notices. Meanwhile, we're holding this line. We're protecting Spain. We're going to get a preparation bonus. I max out at 50%. It's going to take me 25 days to prepare. I think I need more than one attack line. Okay, so half will go after the Bordeaux, half will go after this, up to this river. We will get our preparation bonus. Speedy Gonzales, meanwhile, is going to be where I focus on my micro. The rest of Speedy Gonzaleses have arrived. It doesn't matter how much you lag, Marbozir. Speedy Gonzales is too fast.
Yeah.
Just like the weakest recruited, like they're the mud. 80% attrition because they're in hot mud. Forest, infrastructure. We have no infrastructure down here. Man, I can't even imagine how slow infantry would be. If...
Oh, there are only 15 minutes left in today's event.
Well, yeah. Noticed. Yeah, it's because we've only played for, you know, 5 in-game days.
But Quill's not doing so hot.
Quill, how is the front for you?
He's not in our channel.
Oh, he's not, okay. Watch out for mud. How do you see mud? Very hot, storm, mud. Division attrition plus 80%, division speed 50%. I wish that there was an indicator for mud on the map, because mud is bad. Show us the USSR, okay. It looks fine. It's fine. There's a lot of combat in eastern Japan. He's being attacked on the Polish border. Looks like a little bit of an excursion is... USSR expanded into Greece, or not Greece, but Turkey. I don't know. One kph, you've got to be kidding me. All these forests and rivers in Africa, I didn't expect them. Should have known better. Okay, I think we're ready. The AI is doing what it can here to conserve troops. Over the limit, that's not really my fault, is it? 7% chance of reinforcing the front line, what, each hour or each day? Experience. Well, this is some pretty experienced infantry. I'll give them that.
Oh. What? Okay, I can't actually get rid of the war to end all wars as the UK until December 31st, 1938.
That's rather unfortunate.
That kind of means UK is completely screwed in multiplayer. Because that's the 25% manpower penalty. And I can only get rid of it in 1939. Alright then. Well, that's highly unfortunate.
Good news is we're getting experience. Update our template. Edit division. Add signal company. Add, I wanted the field hospital, I think. Trying to perform an encirclement on this panzer. There's 3 panzers here. 3 Italian panzer divisions. My army is like strategically redeploying when it really shouldn't be. I haven't executed the plan, but that's because I still don't feel good about the preparation bonus that they've had. They've not had a chance to really do it. I only have 34 divisions over here. It's not very many. But we're very close to having an encirclement on three Italian panzers. They're not panzers, they're tanks, whatever the hell they are. We have air superiority. He's got, no, actually he has, we have air support. He has enemy air superiority. And we are exceeding the combat width because it's only 40. Which is interesting. That won't last for long. As soon as we take this province, we're going to pincer. We're going to go on every direction. Combat width's going to get huge. Then one day we should win this fight. We'd rather not cross that river. We're the defender in this fight, though. I mean, it's his doing. Less than a day, it says. Come on. Come on, Dwight. I need you to level up. There we go. We got our encirclement.
Alright, I finally finished improved artillery too.
Combat width of 200. You are encircled, low supply, bad terrain. Your modifiers are bad. You're about to lose 6 divisions, 3 tanks. Oh, you're done. I'm gonna kill you. I don't care about your air support bullshit. You let your tanks get encircled. That was stupid. I think what I did right now was good. That was good, right?
Yep.
Hello, allies.
Hello.
How's it going?
It goes.
I like what you guys did in Spain, by the way. Well,
did you?
I think you're actually pushing back the.
Did you just see my encirclement of the 3 Italian panzer divisions or tank divisions?
That we did not.
No, we missed it. We were looking at Istanbul.
Well, I don't want to talk to you then. I mean, it was really good, and you missed it, so... God.
I believe you.
Yeah.
But if anyone watching our stream wants to see that, I'm sure that you can watch that on Arumba's channels after this.
Yeah.
The recap.
So, how's the planning gone from the start of today's session till well, we're about 5 minutes left? Have you succeeded in what you thought you'd be able to do?
No, not at all.
Nope.
Well, part of it is that the game speed has been so slow.
Yeah.
And that was not expected, of course.
No, it's one of those things that happens, and you can't really plan for it. But hopefully, we'll be back up to 3 tomorrow.
I think didn't we get the speed 2 requested? I recall.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, we'll see about speed tomorrow.
Do you have plans going forward? Not spoiling anything, but I'm assuming that you have ideas of what you want to try and do a bit later in the game to stop the Axis threat to Europe.
Yeah,
I have ideas. I don't know about execution.
I have plans. At the start of today's stream, I had intended to do a naval invasion of Bordeaux, and then hold the river along that Bordeaux and try to protect that whole thing. But that didn't work because apparently they saw the planned naval invasion and they had like 40 troops there. So clearly that didn't work at all.
I think what we heard from EnterElysium was that they weren't that fortified there, but they had people nearby, and then he actually happened to look over there right as your invasion appeared on his screen. So then they pretty much instantly could coordinate and defend that.
His submarines basically caught it, and Daniel had a lot of troops nearby.
Yeah, so it wasn't a bad idea per se.
No, the submarine, we had complete naval superiority. Subs did nothing. It was just that I can only invade with 10 divisions. It was 10 on 40 with a naval penalty.
Yeah, the tech doesn't go until later, sadly.
So, no, I had naval superiority. I'm confident of that.
Yes, I know you had, but the sub still spotted you.
Yeah,
which delayed the invasion because then they had to fight off the submarines.
Yeah, so it's not that they did anything; they just spotted you, so Daniel had time to move over some troops.
Oh, okay.
He had a lot standing nearby.
Because when you started going there, it was pretty much empty, and we actually thought you were going to land, but sadly.
So I see. Okay, I thought that he automatically just knew that there was a naval planning invasion, but you're saying that subs have to spot it, otherwise it doesn't work. Gotcha.
Well, no. When you end up in naval battle, then he knows that you're coming, more or less.
And your convoys gets delayed a bit. That also.
Yeah. He would have gotten the alert about the invasion as well, because you were going past the coastline where he had troops. So probably they would spot the transport as well, and then he would get an alert about it. So yeah, because we saw the initial start of the battle look really good, and then like 20 German divisions just
came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Probably Daniel learning to teleport or something that he hasn't told you about.
Well, he's got Rommel hidden behind a mountain up here. So yeah.
Okay, we are gonna leave you for the last few minutes of today's session.
Anything from Marbos maybe before?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
How's it going for you, Marbos?
Well, it's not going very well because I wasn't aware that I cannot get rid of what is it called, the war to end. Yeah, I'm also lagging too much. But I can't get rid of the war to end all wars until 1939.
As you said in chat, that's probably something to do, like, it's probably our fault and not your fault, because yesterday, obviously, we were fine for
a lot of people seem to be blaming me.
Yeah, we don't want them to. Don't play Marbos. It's likely something with us loading the save or some weird thing. So I don't believe it's.
We could have maybe tried with a different host or something.
Yeah, we could have, but
we'll look into it.
These things happen, and we were playing pretty slowly as well. So I wouldn't say that messed up too much.
But the war to end all wars. What's the problem? It's not going away until a certain date.
I can't pick the focus until December 31st, 1938.
Yeah.
That's what it says. Yeah, like, I'm not allowed to pick that focus until that date.
Yeah. The thing though is it's only cutting down your recruitable population a bit.
Well,
and you still have people to recruit, right?
Not really. I was sitting at 0 manpower for like a year.
Oh, you did?
Oh, so you weren't able to go up in law?
Yeah, I couldn't recruit an army pretty much. I have mostly what I started the game with in 1946. As far as land army goes, I just couldn't recruit more because I had no manpower.
That is fair enough.
Yeah, I think these are locked by tension, right?
Well, that wouldn't be a problem anymore, would it?
Yeah, but yeah, this one's gonna hurt a bit. But it basically forces you to go up in laws faster.
So yeah, anyways, we still believe that you can fight back, so don't give up.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking good in Spain. It's a question of Quill can hold out until you guys beat the Italians down there.
Exactly. But
well,
I think
without EnterElysium's not here, is he?
Nope. Not in the chat.
No.
Nope.
Okay, good, because he doesn't understand combat width. He keeps on throwing huge armies and getting huge penalties and giving me unnecessary advantages, which is great.
Don't tell him though.
I'm not going to. Please don't.
Yeah. Also, I mean, as long as you guys could keep the path open, most of Italy's coastline is not very defended, except for Romans and stuff. So.
Oh, we shouldn't give stuff away then.
You gotta help the underdogs.
Not too much.
Okay.
Either way,
wait! You can't be done yet because in 2 days I finish a national focus, which is going to finally allow me to get off of civilian economy.
Yes, that will be amazing.
Going from civilian economy, negative 30% construction speed to war economy, positive 20%. Holy crap! The amount of factories I'm going to make.
Looking forward to seeing that.
And get some conversions going as well, maybe. That would really speed up that war machine.
I don't know. I've still never found conversions to make sense.
It shouldn't. I think it's faster now when you have the... you have so many civilian, and I think you've taken the one that gives you the extra conversion speed.
Yeah, isn't that one wartime industry?
Oh, it's wartime industry, yeah.
So that's
it's only 20%.
Okay,
I think that one makes it definitely worth it, but...
I just need like 4 more hours, two more in-game hours, and I'll have this thing, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah. We're not quitting just yet. We're just gonna jump and talk a bit to the Axis before we cut off.
War economy. Done.
Looking forward to it.
There you go. Congratulations.
Jump into the Axis, and then we will force and save. But good luck going forward. Goodbye for now.
Thanks.
I have it, Marbozir. The factories, man.
Well, if I can survive a little bit longer, I should be able to help a lot more, because I'm building the 1939 variant of artillery, which is way better than the first one. It has much higher defense, and it can make some pretty powerful divisions. If I can get that up and running, I can help a lot more. That's kind of the plan.
Okay.
Because if you look at the stats of artillery, the first one has like 3 or 4 defense, the second one has 15. That's a huge difference.
So far my resources, I think I'm good on resources. I've got a surplus of pretty much everything. I might need to import rubber from you, actually. But yeah, the war in Spain is actually going well.
Yeah, surprisingly. I guess Germany is well, but Quill. I don't think Quill can hold out.
It's
if
mostly
is focusing 100% on Quill.
It's mostly German troops down here now. It looks like. that are actually holding this line, because clearly he was having some issues on his own. Oh, 8 hours. That's so long. Oh, the game's paused. That would explain why. That would explain why they're not advancing. I was like, God, they take forever to go one province.
Okay, so I guess that's it for today. I don't think we'll be unpausing.
Probably not, no.
I still got that naval invasion preparing. So I can at least harass them a bit, because they will have to handle it.
Okay. Well, if I can take back the southern... If I can get back all the French factories, that's going to cut down on the German war machine. As far as resources go... I think what's going to happen, though, is because I'm not actually conquering from my own territory, I think I'm going to be giving land back to France. I think France is going to start to exist again.
Into the commentary world.
Okay.
For the final sound off, we've had another 2 hours. This is day 2 of the war. Everyone's going to be back tomorrow. Hopefully we can run at speed 2 or 3. Then I'm having talked to you all. I assume everyone is slightly disappointed in how today is going.
Every single person.
Oh, I'm super happy. This worked out so much better than I expected.
Shut up, Quill.
That's good. That's good.
Ooh, Daniel.
I'm enjoying this.
Yeah, so for everyone who's wondering in Twitch chat, we are going to be playing for one more day. We are clearly not going to be able to get everything done with this war, but we set 3 days, and that's what we're going to play. And we'll see if anyone actually manages to get anywhere close to the objectives that they have set. If they haven't, we'll just call it a lovely draw.
Everyone is
the closest to Moscow wins.
I approve.
I think if someone pulls off one of the objectives,
closest to Moscow.
Chat is asking for 3 more days.
Yeah, they're not going to get 3 more
We need
days.
weekends too, chat.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're going to end our commentary stream right now. Thank you so much for watching. Some of the streamers might be streaming for a few more minutes. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to make sure that we'll post all.
I need to go stream role-play games for 4 hours after this.
Oh, good.
Have a good
Can
holiday.
you, before you go though, can you make sure you take one more save? Because I've done a few orders while paused. I'd like them to be like my battle lines and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just saving over. Daniel did nothing wrong.
Okay. Yeah, great.
I'd like
Thanks.
to know where Italy is taking their losses. They have 132k losses.
Spain.
in
my
the
war.
Spanish mountains and being encircled and stuff down there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hey,
We have to save Japan.
yeah. EE, how'd you like that? Getting your tanks
I hate you.
encircled.
That's great news.
Whoa, this is getting feisty.
No, I was gonna say in my war, the casualties are almost the same on both sides. I've lost 275k, and Germany's 100k plus 132 from Italy and 50 from Hungary. And actually, have you guys taken more losses than I have? But probably because it's counting the losses that Arumba did.
Well,
In total.
yeah, there's gonna be some overlap, but it looks like you have more losses in the German-Soviet war. I don't know how it's looking with the. Is everything's merged? This one got 100k losses and.
My idea is to just
70K
throw
losses
people at the
here.
wall until it soaks up the bullets, and then I can walk over the corpses.
That seems smart.
Yes, before we quit on this, for next time we do this, we should install a button in the stream room which we can press that plays a cat noise when people are getting too into it.
Why are you making That's extra work for me, see.
Yeah.
That's
well, we can just do it in the studio. You
Frankly, I am disappointed we do not already have this.
Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for playing, guys. See you all tomorrow. Goodbye, Twitch.
And happy plotting.
All right. See you soon.
Bye.
So Quill, how are your supplies doing? Logistics.
Oh.
Who?
Don't tell him.
Tell me.
Tell who? Who are you asking?
Quill.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to hold alt. I said I never had any logistics, so my logistics are exactly the same as when the war started. I've suffered nothing.
That's one way to put it.
I started with nothing.
From a certain point of view, you didn't lose it.
I started with nothing. I still have.
Be able to producing like 30 units in parallel. I'm now down on like 10, so I'm taking quite heavy losses.
I actually only just produced basically my first unit ever, like not that long ago, effectively.
The first young soldier. Gosh darn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna wrap up my stream here, so I'll leave the chat and then I'll come back in here in a second.
Yeah,
Have a
I'm
good
gonna
one.
do the same.
And feel free to
me
plot to your heart's content.
I am gonna go home and cough a lot because apparently that's what I'm doing today. But I'll see you guys all tomorrow.
Get well soon.
Thanks for games.
All right. See you guys later. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.